Oh, sorry, it's Tebeth's show.
Hello, lovely people. That's so funny. Welcome to Angel Heart Radio. I'm your host, Tebeth. Now, today, Anayah is in here as well because I'm in the middle of a storm and I may drop off. So Anayah will take the helm. So she's just done her natural thing. So we're so happy to be here today together. And hopefully we'll stay this way and I won't have to leave. We've got a great show. We're going to be doing readings and it's such a joy to be able to do this with Anayah and and how we can help everyone. And both of us are really looking forward to it. Welcome, Anayah.
Tebeth, hi everyone. It's great to be with you. And as Tebeth said, this is just so exciting for us. And it's a really beautiful privilege to be able to get, you get that call, didn't we? It was like, right, Anayah, what are you doing Monday? To be able to bring some messages of love and care and support through, because there's a lot of very heavy energies around at the moment. So welcome everyone. Great to be with you.
Yes. So it'll be interesting because there are so many. There's so much going on even with the weather today. People's lives are changing. Every day something changes, and just trying to keep ourselves without going down is such an everyday thing. You have to keep sort of at it in some ways, keeping your energy up. And we thought we just wanted to bring some inspiration through because it's so easy to focus on all the negative stuff that we're being barraged with from every direction, wherever you look. And it shouldn't be like that because life is still good. I'm not saying it hasn't got challenges, but there is still lots of goodness and love and compassion and caring in the world. And we've got to keep the focus on the future, where we want to be. That's how you get there. We don't know how, but it's keeping that focus on. So we wanted to do that today. So please come into the chat room. Now, actually, who gets to see? Are you in the chat? Are you in the
yes, I can
comments?
see the comments. Yes, we have Kathy Weston with us. Beautiful Kathy's with us, and she's already requested a message. Absolutely, Kathy, your first cab off the rank.
Oh, so, could people leave for me anyway? This is how Anayah's may do it differently. If you could leave your date of birth, your whole date of birth, because that helps me tune into a number of different things. So that would be wonderful if you could do that.
That's great. I love the fact that you've got this additional thing, I love the fact, Tebeth, that working with you is just such a joy for a start, but we bring something different to, well, we all do, but I love the way that you bring forward that as well and give people that something extra. And there we go, Kathy's already put hers up, so that's brilliant. So guys, if you're watching anywhere else, head on over to the Angel Heart Radio Facebook page and watch us there and add a comment into the live stream, ask for a reading, put your birth date, your whole birth date in, and we'd love to give you a reading.
I haven't seen it. Can you tell me what Kathy's is?
Okay, it is 16/11/1968.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, first off, I can see very creative, Kathy. Some inspiration, because I've got a lot of different areas, different cards for different areas of life. So I'm going to go with Soul Path because I feel she may not, I don't know if you realize this, Kathy, but you've been born with a huge amount of creativity, whether you're using it enough, that would be the thing. And also, you may realize or may be aware of sometimes going through life, you seem to get maybe fairly intense experiences of things, and it could be quite heavy, it could be all sorts of things, but you've come in to learn your own particular way to get the lesson this time. You didn't want to miss it. Your soul didn't want you to miss the lesson. So just be aware that could happen. And you may have grown up also not wanting to listen to your parents, wanted to do it your own way. So that's a part of this, part of your nature. Just try and balance that a bit. It's good to really understand from your feeling, like from your gut instinct, how to work with that as well as the logic. Just make sure it's balanced. Listen to people, but also listen to your innate wisdom as well, what's right for you. So just going to go here. shuffling. Oh, and ground yourself. Oh, you're a lovely Scorpio. So you will want to be fairly not introverted, but often go within yourself a lot. That's fine, but don't do it. Remember to balance that also, to bring that yourself out of yourself. Okay. If you're holding back at all, Kathy, it's time for you to don't wait for things to happen. If there's something you want to do, act on it. Take time to do that. It's saying you've got a really good connection with animals, whether that's going to help you, whether that's something you want to do in your life and that gives you joy. But certainly, and children are important as well for you, and the environment you put. So there's helping you be earth. I think children certainly ground you quite a bit, and animals as well. They just are who they are, like children, just very honest, just authentic. So that's helping you do the same. It's got you traveling a bit though at some point, whether you're doing that now or not, I don't know. It's getting you to really focus on what you would love, not the shoulds. It's like what's in the heart of, to create that happiness, to give you the joy to get up each day and move forward. Some learning of some sort, energy healing too. So that could be a part of, whatever you do, understanding about energy healing and how you can help yourself and the planet and those around you with this. Do some exercise as well, some yoga, some grounding, some probably calming and centering as well. It's saying maybe yoga, but because that's an internal thing as well, but there's strengthening and yoga or something similar to that for you. So I don't know if Kathy's saying got any comments in there or any questions about that.
Okay, so right, we do. Let me just sort this out. Guys, if you're watching on my page, please head on over to the Angel Heart Radio Facebook page. It'll make it so much easier for me to see your comments. Otherwise, I might miss them. And we're not doing, it's going to be a shorter show today. So guys, get your name on the list. We've got Kathy, Arlene, Laurie, and I think Maz, you want a reading, hun? Let us know, please, because we only can do a certain amount today. Okay, yes, we have comments. Let me see. Kathy, Kathy says, yes, she does love animals. That's why she doesn't eat them. She says yes to her stubbornness. Hey,
That's
Julie.
Funny.
Julie Kiss is with us from Florida. Julie's getting a reading.
Now I can see.
Can see them?
Now I can see them, yes.
Yeah, Arlene's from Pennsylvania. I've got her birthday.
Wow.
Laurie and Maz, we need your birth date, hun, for Tebeth.
Yes.
And
do you want? Sorry, you go.
I went to the next half hour saying you go. Okay, so
I'm just going to say you go. Do a reading. You do a reading.
Right. And bring something for you. Oh, look, I've got such a massive drive this morning to work with the fairies. And so I messaged my daughter, she's on Facebook as Sass and Whiskey Collective, to see if she had any fairy cards available. Yes, one deck left. I got them. Guess what? It's for you. Okay, here's the card. Kathy. Oh, okay. Now it says go outside. You already know this, but what I'm getting really strongly for you, Kathy, is see the gossamer of those wings. See how beautiful they are, how layered they are. I know you love nature. I know this is important for you, and it's a very important time for you. Kathy's a dear friend, by the way. I just found out that Kathy on Facebook is my Kathy. I didn't know. Oh, I love it. So it's about having that really deep connection and going into the strength of your vulnerability is what this beautiful fairy is saying to me. And she's saying that you're going to uncover something about yourself that is yet you've not known about, you've not connected with. This is something new for you. So don't be afraid to go into the place that feels hollow, is what she's saying. Whatever that is for you, you're going to be fully supported, and you will definitely see signs from nature that are going to tell you that yes, 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 that's exactly where we were leading you, if that makes sense. Oh, gosh, she's lovely. There she is again. And this deck is from, oh, darn, I forgot to bring the box over so I could show you. I'll find that out and let you know. I'll put in the comments later. So gorgeous. How did that go for you, Kathy? Let us know, love. Let me see. Okay, Chrissy is on the list. I'm just going to put you on the list, Chrissy. Next on the list, we've got Arlene Tebeth.
Arlene,
Her
yes.
birthday is the 19th February 1961.
Yes, I saw that. So Arlene, yes, I looked at this. You're quite creative as well. You've got good. You've come in with good creativity and intuition. Like Kathy, you've got a stubbornness there. So, I'm sure you've heard what said for Kathy. It's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong. We can say it's stubbornness. It's just resistance a bit to listening to other people. But follow your own guidance. But just listen to others, and then if it sits with your own inner knowing or your feeling of your gut instinct, what is right for you, then you can sort of work with it both ways. Just don't shut out other people's assistance. That's all I would say. But once you get a lesson, you're born to, sometimes go to those extremes to get it, so you don't have to do this one again. So look at it in those terms of really, so be very aware with your life lessons, what it's teaching you. Just really think about it and delve deeply into that. That will help a lot. Now, I'm going to go relationships for Arlene. So I was drawn to go to the relationship deck for you, Arlene, and it's saying make sure you express how you feel. You may be, and looking at your nature, you maybe have a bit of a challenge in expressing how you feel on a deeper level. Doesn't mean you can't talk or express yourself, but these deeper feelings you may hold back with out of fear or worry about how they'll be received. And that can then create a codependency in relationships because you haven't spoken up, and then it gets in this funny sort of situation where the other person doesn't know how you feel because you haven't spoken up. And so it's about being open and vulnerable as well to show your true self. And then you feel more empowered. Then you take back your power. You are who you are and how you feel. So it's important to do that. And the card's coming up about you asking for help with what you need in your life. Again, you may hold back with asking for help. Maybe you don't feel that you're good enough or worthy enough for that, but everyone is. So make sure that you find support for yourself to just to voice things so they don't build up in your head as well. And this will certainly help your relationship or relationships. We've got what's coming up is someone new coming into your life that you have actually known before. So it's saying just enjoy the time together. Don't put pressure, just have fun with it. And again, I feel it's this communication of expressing who you are. That's how you take back your power. And you want this relationship to be different to the old ones, whatever's gone on before. There's certainly attraction there, definitely. So Yes. Oh, yes. The more you become you in your life, you know, your loves, your desires, your passion, whatever brings that out, brings the real you out, is going to be most benefit to you and your relationship. So make sure you do that, and, you know, enjoy. Don't be afraid to love, to be you, to be open and vulnerable and express who you are. So I hope that's helped, Kathy. Sorry, Arlene.
Just know, everyone, we do know who we're speaking to. Even
That's
if
right.
we give the wrong names, because I've done that myself as well. Arlene says, thank you. Trying to begin a non-profit in honor of my brother lost to suicide. Bless you. And love to your whole family, because that's a big journey, that one.
Yeah.
Arlene, you know, it's just wonderful. Thanks for sharing with us. Arlene is also a soap artist. So if you'd like to share something with us that you've created, please do feel very free to post it on the Angel Heart Radio Facebook page and in the comments here so people can find it. Yes. Okay. Arlene says, absolutely appreciate your wisdom. How blessed we are to have you with us, Tebeth, honestly.
Thank you.
So incredibly grateful. Okay, so Laurie is next. Laurie her birth date is the 18th of the 5th, 1972. So while you're doing that, I'm going to pull a card for you, Laurie, because we have less time today. Well, I have less time. It'll depend on Tebeth, how she goes with her connection. Okay, Laurie, this one's for you. Inner child. Inner child has come out very strongly for you. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't this interesting? See how the picture of the card looks like it keeps disappearing? They're saying this is an indication of you feel like you keep disappearing as well, and that you've worked so hard trying to, let me just see if I can get yeah, there you go. I just want to see you properly. I see my card properly. And that even though you have worked so hard, do not give up. Do not give in to that feeling that you don't matter and that you keep vanishing. It's almost like you feel like you're invisible. Oh my God, I've just seen this card. Oh, it is so beautiful. The tenderness, it makes me want to cry, actually. The tenderness that you are held in, the love that surrounds, radiates for you and through you and because of you on the planet is so important. They're saying it's really a time to spend some time playing as well. You need some playtime, my love. Playtime keeps us grounded and connected, and it reminds us of the wonderful gift that we have for joy. We underestimate the power of joy. So very clearly, there are 3 distinct stages of your life that were incredibly difficult for you. Do you have any feedback for us? Yes or no is great. Looking at this card, I feel like you've got a couple of particular archangels with you, though, as you know, you have a lot with you. Uriel and Nathaniel and Raphael have all teamed up to support you. This is so powerful and strong and important for you right now. Don't give in, don't give up. And I feel like you're going to get a good boost coming your way very soon. Tebeth, I think we need to do turnabout.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Because I can see that we've got more people asking, and we'd really love to give everyone a reading when you ask.
I think Julie's. We haven't done Julie.
We've got Maz next. Julie, did you ask for a reading, Honey Bunny? I don't see that.
Yeah, Julie Kiss. Yeah.
Okay,
I haven't done Julie yet.
Okay, so why don't you do Julie next? Oh, Chrissy's on the list. And
yeah,
someone else. Louise. Yeah. Hi, Louise, sweetheart. Louise is on the list. Everyone else, if you come in, please put your birth date in, your full birth date, and we will do our best to get to you. If we don't get to you today, we can keep your details and make sure that you are the first ones in if you would like to be on the next reading show. How's that sound?
Julie.
You're welcome, Laurie. I love this. I love being able to do these amazing readings to bring forward all this sacred, gentle and loving information.
Yes, definitely. Now, Julie, your nature is, you're very intuitive, very, I mean, you could really work on this and be very, very clear with your intuition, because you're born with double the amount that some people have. But it's what's interesting, some people who have come in with this, it hasn't activated because of different reasons, okay, and that can happen. You're also born with a lot of creativity as well, so make sure that you're nurturing these things inside of yourself, because you'll be much happier and feel more you. And it's amazing when you really honor these gifts that we have, it just changes something in yourself, and you just feel totally different and more in tune with your life and happier. So yeah, so what's come up for you, Julie, is I don't know if there's someone you maybe having some angst about a situation or a person, where they may be reflecting something back at you that you have, like, or, you know, sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad or grumpy or loving or whatever. Maybe there's someone that you're, you know, we can sometimes judge or be angry with them because we're feeling hurt by it. So it's just saying that we're not all perfect all the time, and it's okay, and recognize that in yourself, so you can feel more open to that person or be more compassionate in some way, and for yourself as well. So you don't have to be perfect. I think maybe needing to accept yourself a lot more. You're just not feeling in a great space possibly at the moment, but don't worry, like there's a meaning behind this, so you have help with you. So remember to ask for angelic help, or whoever your team, your guides are, ask for help for clarity in this situation. But certainly self-acceptance is a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. What's come up is this has to do with the past life situation. So you're healing something, not like you would have had the trigger in this life, but also it's from other lives as well. So this will be something fairly deep that's probably stuck with you for a fair while. So just understand you're doing some clearing or balancing or integrating parts of your soul to move through this. So the more compassion for self and others, the more you'll move through this and gain the wisdom that you need for this situation. Your soul's trying to teach you something. So yeah, that it certainly is about love, like everything, I guess. But when you break it all down, it is all about love, but certainly needing love for self, and that will help with other people as well. And just watch out for, there'll be events that will come up that will, and communication, something you'll hear that will help you move through this. So I hope that's helped. Okay, Julie, yes. Sorry, my head's going ting, ting, ting.
That's awesome. That is absolutely fantastic. I can see we've got more requests coming in. We're going to definitely try and get to you because we've got a shorter show today. If Mads, darling, if you're still watching, I'm unclear. Would you like a reading? If you would, please watch us on the Angel Heart Radio page on the live stream there and let us know your birth date. Julie says, yes, yes, yes. Great info. And there's lots of exclamation marks going on. Thank you so very much. That's great. I love it. I love that validation. And it's not for us, is it? It's to know that, yes, we've clearly brought through what we've been, guided to. And that's always such a beautiful blessing.
It is. It makes such a difference, to yourself. You think, why is this happening? What have I done to create this, And just that knowledge of that is so much greater than what we think we're dealing with. It's such a bigger picture. So we've all chosen to do this. So, we forget that we're brave to do it, but it's just to do it. Don't avoid it.
That's it.
That would be the thing.
Ooh, now, I've got a reading for Chrissy next. I'm very excited about this, Chrissy. Okay, so now Chrissy's, I'm doing Chrissy today.
Okay.
What time is it? Let me just double check what time it is. Okay, now, who did we do a reading for? Who did I do a reading for? that you
Laurie?
didn't, Laurie. If you would
Laurie?
like to, yeah, I think you gave Laurie info, didn't you, about her birth date? If not, it is the 18th of the 5th, 1972. Maybe you could bring through something quickly for Laurie on her birthday, because that's really important as well. And Chrissy's is the 28th of the 9th, 1978. Okay, Chrissy, Be Spirit is with you. Look at this number on the top of the card. Number 7. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me just go and make sure I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so here is Be Spirit, come forward for you. Now, if you have a look at and think about the strength of how a hive, the honeycomb, is built, we can crush it with our fingers, right? And yet it's such an incredibly powerful structure. So they're saying just take care not to bruise or discard. That is whatever it is that's coming in to help you. And at the same time, they're saying it's a real balancing situation, because it is going with your gut and it is knowing when something is not right for you and closing the door firmly on it. I hope this is not confusing for you, but it's coming through loud and clear. So sweet results await as you take this course of action and give yourself this opportunity to really connect with what feels really right for you, no matter what your head is telling you, right? And be brave enough to take the action to say no to what you need to say no to, and yes to what you need to say yes to. And Flourish has come up. Look at this gorgeous fairy that's come in for you. Trying to get a good angle there for you. Isn't she gorgeous? Now, when I look at her, again, she's looking at, when I look at this beautiful fairy, my strong impression is that she's looking at something that she knows she needs to say no to. That's the end of that. It's time to close that door. Does that make sense? Yes or no, Chrissy? She's saying, as you learn from these experiences, what you take forward is this enormous amount of knowledge, wisdom, capability, and the expansion of your capacity, which really comes back into the Bee Spirit as well, because they have this incredible capacity to load themselves up with the most enormous amount of pollen, right? When you look at how far they can fly with so much weight for the size of their bodies, they're extraordinary. This is you. You have all this, plus you have more. And these beautiful spirits are here to support you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Tebeth.
Beautiful, beautiful, Anayah, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm doing Laurie, aren't I? Just giving Laurie a quick reading.
And,
right?
and then Chrissy.
And then, we've done Chrissy.
No, I just, did you know, just the birth date stuff, what you know about that. So just a quick one for them. I just got a real strong feeling about that.
Oh, the birth date stuff. Okay. I did do some cards. I think there's some patience needed also, Laurie, as well. Just be patient, trust. I think first thing I saw was your, I think you're needing some more fun, maybe too busy with your numbers. You're a person who needs to not burn the candle at both ends. You need to make sure that you rest enough, work, keep that balance happening, and have a calm environment where you live to regenerate your energy and so forth. So I feel you need that. I mean, you're born with great determination and you've got like a lovely full soul plane, but all I would say is make sure you don't get too serious, you have enough fun and don't take on too many energies of other people. So yes, that's basically what I'm seeing in your in your numbers there. Trust that intuition of yours. So yes.
Perfect.
Cool.
And then for Chrissy, darling, please.
Chrissy, again, Chrissy, you've got a similar thing about, burning the candle at both ends, like Laurie. It's like, and you're probably trying to help so many people because you have that humanitarian part of you. I mean, Laurie, you do too, but doubly with Chrissy, you can get maybe how you believe things should be, but just in reality, you just, when you're helping people, sometimes you have to balance that. It's like what you think in your mind you would love, but in reality it doesn't always work that way. So just keep that balance. Do what you can, but you can't do everything. You certainly need to learn how to stand up for yourself and keep going. It's like keep that will, strengthen your will to not give up. And again, boundaries, very important. Trust your intuition. Definitely it's there. You need to act on that more. Don't use your head so much. Yeah, because you're a lovely Libran, but you will go to your head all the time. Trust your gut instinct. And again, probably speaking up is something that you have difficulty with because possibly of past conflicts. So need to learn how to be okay with, confrontation. Doesn't have to be major, but just speaking up and do it for yourself.
Perfect. That's awesome. Okay. So we're getting lots of great feedback. Oh, I'm loving the feedback. And a big thank you, everyone. Your feedback really matters to us.
Yes.
Yes, so true. She says she is trying. And Chrissy also says, thank you so much. Once again, yes. Yes, right now I am a bee just working around the clock. So Chrissy, please rewatch I've just sent you a message. Please rewatch your reading again later on at another time. They're encouraging me. And I found, look, here we go. The Fairies deck is by Karen Lee and the artwork is by Ginger Kelly. So you will easily recognize this deck of cards if it reaches out to you and you want to get yourself a deck. South and Whiskey Collective here on Facebook. I mean, hey, if you're in Australia, she's a great place to buy from. And of course, she's my daughter, so it's a real joy. And the Angels and Oracles Ancestor by Kyle Gray deck that I've been using as well. And the artwork on here is by Lily Moses. So, these cards are just fabulous. And the Animal Spirit deck. I haven't used Kyle's yet, I just realised, but they're some of my favourites. There we go, by Colette Barron-Reed. And sorry, I can't tell you who has done the artwork. Now, we have Louise. I know you're still with us, honey. Louise, 19/7/1965. Tebeth, Maz, you've got your reading coming up. Did you get Maz's birthday details, hun?
Maz, no. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the 4th of July. Oh,
yep. So I'm going to give Maz a quick reading, and then I'm going to make it very brief, they're saying, because I think Tebeth's got something for you. And there's something deliciously wonderful here for you, Maz. I can feel it. Oh, there it is. Oh, crikeys. Okay. They're saying you've got a lot of jumbled thoughts right now. And they're all kind of rolling over each other. And you're feeling a little bit, which way do you go? Which way do you go? What do you do? What do you do? Why am I thinking all this? If that makes sense. Today, for a start, is a double Gemini day. So if you've got Gemini anywhere in your chart, that is definitely going to be affecting you. Not just today, but, the last few days, probably week. And coming up, nature's signs. Ooh, let's have a look at this. Nature's signs. I have such a thing with opposites. Can you see that, Maz? I'm going to look at the card and get my impressions now. Oh, wow. There's a whole lot going on here. The first things that really come to me are these badgers. I've got no idea what animals they are, but whatever they are, they've come to you in 3. 1 is slightly turned away and hidden. They're saying, pay attention to what you know is there, but you can't quite put your finger on. It's an important message for you. There's important knowledge in there for you. You have a great amount of wisdom, a true depth, and people often mistake your emotional nature, your watery nature, for a bit flighty or a little bit scattered. It's just that they don't get you. They don't understand the depth of your heart and your soul. And they're saying just try to be okay with that, because it's just the way it is. You have a rock solid foundation, even though a lot of people don't understand that about you. And of course the butterflies are a big thing too. And hey, naturally, who's popped in but singing in my head? John Denver. So Tebeth, if I could ask you now to, something's about to be revealed. Pay attention to that, Tebeth.
So this is Maz.
This is Maz.
Looking at her numbers. Yeah. You're actually, again, you're born with good determination, Maz. So that's a gift. And a lot of people born in the 1900s have it, thank goodness. Not everyone, but, you know, no matter what happens, you keep going. And that's a great thing to have. There's a very practical side to you, or material sort of side to you, and quite structured in certain ways. Again, you're a Cancerian, like fellow Cancerian here, but you tend to keep things in a lot, like what you really should get out, instead of bottling it all up. So I would say really make sure you learn to stand up and speak. You can only say how you feel. It's important. No one can make you wrong for your feelings, okay? And tomorrow is a Cancer day, so our day tomorrow, all Cancerians. Great day. Well, it'll be your next day. Great day for if you want to do anything really important. Tomorrow will be the day, and today, Gemini day for people in the States, will be tomorrow, obviously. So yes, definitely. So today's the 18th. So tomorrow, 19th, is the Cancer day for you, Maz, and myself. So yeah, that's what I'm getting at this point. Anayah's given you some great, brilliant advice there, but just your nature, just open yourself up more, basically, and trust your heart more than you do.
Okay.
Sure.
Fantastic. Thank you. I've just sent you a half-formed message, Maz. Sorry about that. And I did forget to say, everybody, Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal, medical, or professional advice, nor your own sound judgment, right? We're here to support you. We're not here to tell you what to do, advise you, and, we're here to encourage you, aren't we, Tebeth? We are here to really help you bring forth all that you already are, right? Because we really love you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone supposed to be working in the personal development spiritual area is about. It's not telling you what to do, because we're all here to find out who we really are. And the only way you can do that is trusting yourself. That has to be the foundation. Otherwise, you'll always rely on someone else. And that's not being empowered, waiting for someone else to tell you what to do.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Now, we did have someone in the chat room, actually, when I say the chat room, I do mean the comments. On the Angel Heart Radio Facebook page, guys, you might be putting your comments somewhere else, but we may not be seeing them. So that's important to really take note of that.
Maybe is it?
Yes. So
May. Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know whether you're still with us, but the thing is, it's about whether or not you're prepared to keep giving away your power, because this is a big journey for us all. I'm on this journey, Tebeth's on this journey. We all are, in one way or another. And when we're deciding whether or not to go forward into a love relationship, whether or not we can trust the person, we need to first really focus, I believe, on, can we trust ourselves to make this decision from a place of centered love for ourselves? Not about what the other person wants or doesn't want, right? What their intentions are. God, we have to learn how to trust ourselves. I feel this very strongly. And it's time for us, they're saying, to come into the sacredness of our being, and whatever that is for you, whatever that means for each of us. At the end of the day, the choices we make will all teach us so many things. Some of them Tebeth and I were talking about this the other day, weren't we, Tebeth? And it was like, okay, so, all right, I know I signed up for this, but you know what? I can't imagine that I really did. Sometimes.
I want to see where I've signed it. Show me where I signed for this one.
Yeah, when we have those moments, those times, or those experiences, it's so tricky. But we are sacred beings. We have a divine covenant. We are here to learn, grow, and experience. So whatever choices we're making, each one, all of them, are going to teach us many things. It's how open we are to learning. But at the same time, balancing that out, Tebeth, it all comes back to how much honor are we paying ourselves? Are we loving ourselves first, caring and supporting ourselves? Or are we looking outside of ourselves for someone to do that for us so we will feel loved? That's a massive journey right there.
It is. I feel, Avi, when I saw your message, I felt fear inside of me. I felt the fear in your words, and I feel that you've probably come from a very difficult situation, maybe when you were younger. Some things have gone on, and you haven't known what being shown respect or love is, what that really means. And you definitely need to find this for yourself and get help with it, whatever you need to do to understand what that is. I don't think you've seen it that much in your life. So I did some cards on it because I felt it was quite an important one. And this is for everyone, for us all, to recognize what is love, what is real love from another person. And I feel your inner child needs some help with this, definitely. And it's you reaching out because you've probably been hurt before, like we all, who hasn't, and it is trusting, but it's having that self-respect, knowing what those boundaries are for you and what's important for you. But the reading that I pulled, the relationship deck that I pulled, the cards are very positive, actually. So, but you have to have where your boundary line sits, where what you have to also speak up. That's a big thing for you as well, speaking up about what you need, and where might be all right for some, but not for you. So you have to be clear in yourself so you can get that across for whoever it might be, this person. But I'm getting this person definitely, it's real relationship, but certainly you have to work on it. Because you're in a place of fear, and so obviously there's issues there. So it's something you'll work through this together. But who doesn't in a relationship? Who doesn't? But I see it's a committed relationship. So whatever it takes for you to feel good about you, get the help needed to start loving yourself a lot more and respecting and valuing yourself a lot more than you may have done in the past.
For sure. So, thank you, Tebeth.
Yeah, but just enjoy it. Have fun.
Sorry, love, I thought you were done.
No, that's all right.
Okay. So Porcupine Spirit has come out for you, Avi. We've got funny weather today. Time for beginner mind. Beginner mind is one of the most valuable expressions that I've ever heard. And, when I look back over my own life and I see the places I've come from and the types of relationships I've experienced, extremely painful and difficult, many of them. When I came to beginner mind, it was a slow journey, but wow, how valuable. And I learned so much about myself. And it meant beginner mind also means being open to the new discoveries about yourself and who you are and what you actually want. And whatever the person is, whoever they are they respectful, honorable, and loving toward you? Do they listen to you? Do you have a sense of being cared about, not by their words? So a lot of people can tell you a lot of things, but it's the amount of listening and deep understanding that takes place that's very, very revealing. So I've got to go, everyone. I have an appointment. Tebeth, it's just been the most wonderful time with you. Thank you for having me today, and I look forward to more. And have you got it, Louise? Did you get Louise's in the comments?
No.
Okay, we've got Louise. Okay, 19. That's way back. 1965. And Judith is here. If you've got time for Judith.
I've just seen Judith. Yes.
Yeah, Judith, fantastic. Awesome. Guys, I just want to thank you all. Christina is with us. Oh, look, lovelies. And thanks so much for your support, everyone, and your love and care, because I've been through a bit of a rough couple of weeks, and you guys are awesome. And please don't ever underestimate the impact that you have on me personally with your care and your support and your love. You make a great difference in the world, and you certainly make a great difference in my world. Lots of love, everyone. I'm going to, if weather permitting, I'm back tomorrow with Philip, and then Tebeth, you'll be back in 2 weeks, but Tebeth will keep going now for a while.
Yes.
Thanks,
keep going for a few more minutes. Thanks so much. It's been wonderful.
Thanks, everyone. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.
I could find out how to leave. I don't know where I am.
I'm hoping
I'll hand it over to you, Tebeth. I'll just hand it over to you, and I'll do what I need to do.
I'm hoping you can go and leave me on, because you came in first.
I can. I will be able to. It's all good. I'm going to make you host.
All right. So thanks. I am doing Louise. Okay. The 7th, 1965. Okay, Louise. Where are we? What will we go with Louise? Okay. Got a lot of creative people on here today, which is great. And Louise, you're one of them, and another Cancerian. So remember, tomorrow, next day is a double Cancerian day. So anything important that you'd love to do, it'll sail really well for you. Yes. Okay. Now I was drawn to do the soul path cards for you, Louise. Oops. So, okay. Now what's come up, whether it's like you've got an ability to help people, or whether you already do help people, like counseling or just being able to say things in a healing way, that it's an ability that you do have. And you certainly, in your numerology thing, you've certainly got that humanitarian aspect there for sure. And it's important for you, and particularly for children, to stand up for children or younger people. That's very important. It's saying, do what you want to do, not what you think you should do. You have the freedom. Sometimes we get locked into the belief that we have to do a certain thing or a certain way. It's just what we're conditioned to believe. So however you want to do this, or whatever you want to do, just go ahead. Certainly saying sort of plants or gardening or even herbs are important to you, you're drawn to. And they can help you also if you need somewhere to go to, get away from things, to ground yourself, to declutter the mind. Sitting in nature is also incredibly important, and to come back to yourself. You're capable of quite a few different things. You're multifaceted, multi-skilled. So it's important to realize you can choose, again, what you want. It's certainly saying that somehow, whether it's now or down the track a bit, you have the ability to be a spiritual teacher in some way. So believe that about yourself, and what you give to people. You can certainly help others with that. So yeah, it's certainly there. There's some learning to do, obviously, but it's a lovely ability that you have, and certainly foster that. And we're needing people to stand, certainly this time in humanity, it's time to help others more and more all the time. So you're a person, you're here to do that. So follow that guidance that you're getting, or the feeling that you're getting. Trust it and believe in yourself. Okay, I hope that's helped. Oh, you're welcome, Judith. Who else have we got? Jenny. Okay, I think if we hold on. So that was Louise. Oh, we've got Judith here. 28, 53. Judith. Okay, Judith. Which will we go with you, Judith? Okay, I'm going to pick this deck. Some reason, I don't know if you're open to this, but if you believe in other lives, but I was drawn to the past life cards for you. You've certainly come in with, you know, some skills that are really good to help others. You can help. It's sort of like you could be a manager or someone. You're good at organization, possibly organization more of other people than yourselves, your own self at times, but you certainly could manage people, and you've got a good, you know, your soul has done a lot of things, so you know how to do things. So definitely helping people is a big thing. Good imagination, intuitive, good balance of your communication as well. So yes, we got here. You know, Einstein always talked about his imagination was one of the greatest gifts, plus his intuition that helped him do what he needed to do in life. So use yours. Okay. Oops. All right, so Judith, I get you've probably been working through issues this life that have come from past life around your love life, that your love life in other lives has affected this life. And I get that you've lived in the biblical times and the Celtic times, the two cards that have come up, and you lived very close to nature, and you may have, I guess, been possibly nomadic because you moved around a lot as well. So yeah, very interesting. Oh gosh, there's so many different places coming up. You've also sort of have around Greece, in Greece or Rome lives as well. You've lost a child somewhere in one of these lives, so that's still, that pain of that still could be affecting you in some way. Oh, you love gardening. That's great. Gee, you've got angelic help with you, and you've always had that with you, even in these other lives. So know that you, even if it may not feel as strong, recreate that connection, because it's there. All right, and they're there to help you. Whether the death or loss of this child, other lives, is you made a vow of some sort around that, I would say, and you've also got some sort of phobia of fear, a deep fear. So maybe there's, you know, deep fear around children, loss of children, or loss of anyone for that matter. And, you know, grief is grief. So I just, if you can think about that, because these things are still affecting your life, and it's just seeing if you can work through these to let go of that fear, that pain of loss. Sometimes lives are about learning about loss and what that really means, and sometimes it can be a few lifetimes. So obviously for you, I think that has been in, because 3 different places have come up. So yeah, I'd love to see if that's what you've got to say about that. But sometimes, we can get locked in our grief body energetically. And so trying to get out of that can be a bit challenging, even if going into a relationship. Okay, now you're an angel therapist. That's lovely. Love feels like past life. Yeah, it is. So our past, until we start to become more aware of the connection, our past lives are directly affecting this one that we're in as well, because it's all of us, our soul. We're a part of all of our soul and all of our experiences, whatever lives they are. It's all one. So these things will be, affecting us, in a positive or sometimes a more slightly challenging way. So just be aware you're working through those things. But grief would be a one thing. But just think about when we make a vow, sometimes we go, oh, I'll never do this, or I'll, you may not even realize you've said these things, but just be aware of what strongly an intention or a vow that you would say, and just see if it's appropriate. It may not be appropriate. Okay, so I've got time for just one more, and then I have to go. So who have we missed? I've done Judith. Jenny, yes, Jenny Laws. Where's your birthday? Oh, lost it. Oh, Judy, that's great. You love gardening. You're welcome. You're welcome, Judith. So, Jenny, 21st of 12, 1957. Yes. Okay, Jenny, I'm not, to me, that's not very clear. I'm going to swap decks. I know that now sounds strange, but you know me. Not getting the feeling that was 100% on that one. Just try this one. Okay, Jenny, I know you've gone through some great loss just recently, but for some reason, it's not really talking about that just at this point. It's more about what you desire, about joining forces and creating prosperity in some way, and keep getting your life in balance, but choosing. Don't rush into choices. Just take your time and do what feels right. Work with your sacral chakra, and bring wear orange things, or do some meditation on that. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we go through things and we don't realize. We can feel loss or disappointment or something like that, which I know yours is much greater than that. But for some reason, again, it's not talking about what you've just gone through. But sometimes that sacrifice that we make or loss that we have, there's a bigger picture to it. So it's saying focus on that, and it's saying take a new path. A different pathway, seeing what didn't work in the past and going a different direction, or going about things a bit differently, and taking back your power, not feeling powerless. That feeling like you have to, because you've done it this way before, you have to do it that way, or that you can't do what you want for yourself that you feel is right. It's okay. It's about getting your passion reignited, and there's certainly someone there to do that with, most definitely. And it's a lovely card that's come up. I don't know if you can see that one. Yeah, it's a spiritual union. It's not just about, it can be a relationship, but it's on a much higher level. It's just where love is concerned, it could be a partnership of some sort based on mutual love and respect, definitely. So even though you've gone through some big things recently, this is certainly giving you hope. And the shows today was about inspirational messages, and this is certainly it. So it's like, even though things have happened that are hard, there's still a bright future there, and to look forward and focus on that. Doesn't mean you have to go through the healing and the grief, but focus on where you want to go in your life. I mean, grief will often teach us about what we need to focus on and give thanks for our life. And in loss, sometimes it makes us reevaluate our own lives and what we're doing with it, so we don't waste our life and just be mediocre. We want it to be the best that we can have. So I would go for it, whatever it is. Okay, so yeah, quite a positive reading for you. So wow, everyone, I think, today I've done all I can do, and I'm really glad that Anayah could come on with me. It was always wonderful to have her on the show and do the readings for her. And thank you everyone for being here, and so glad that I could give some help in some way. And I'll certainly do them again. I really love doing this for people. So next fortnight, I'm not sure excuse me, whether I'll have a guest or I'll do something similar, but I will let you know. So everyone, take care and look after yourselves. Be kind to yourself, be nurturing to yourself and others. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I really look forward to being here in the next couple of weeks. Bye for now.